Money here, Big 550, KTRS. Joe Buck, lead analyst for Fox for the NFL. Lead analyst for MLB for Fox. Lead golf guy for Fox. Joe Buck is in rarefied air when it comes to legendary broadcast status. And, of course, he's part of the St. Louis royalty. And when Joe Buck starts tweeting about Stan Kroenke yesterday, everybody's phone went off and everybody took up and noticed. It's one thing for me to say something about Stan Kroenke. It's another thing when Joe Buck says something about Stan Kroenke.
He's like E.F. Hutton.
He is. When
Joe Buck talks, people
when
listen.
Joe Buck tweets, people listen. So he tweets, among the things, how better would St. Louis have been if Shad Khan were able to buy the Rams? Somebody asked that question of Joe Buck. Joe Buck responded, 100% better. Joe Buck said, an owner who wore a new Rams hat in Oxnard and acts like he's been there promoting the team while with Jerry, what an insult to good fans. And then, of course, suck the life out of a team, run it down, raise prices, then say it isn't supported and leave. Great example of the NFL to celebrate joke. First of all, I think Joe Buck can read the phone book. I think he's one of the greatest. He's the best. He's also a very nice man. But forgetting that, I think he's just tremendous on the air. I think he's the best.
Flawless, right.
Joe Buck doesn't do this. This is calculated. And Joe Buck has never been shy about giving his opinion. Joe Buck is also very good friends with David Peacock. I think they're actually even business partners on something.
Could be.
I have no inside knowledge. But I think Joe Buck got some inside information.
Clearly.
Joe Buck was told something in the last couple of days, whether it's Stan Kroenke has enough votes to move the team, it's not going to happen, somebody in the NFL tipped him off. Somebody told Joe Buck something that basically led him to finally believe that it looks like all the T's are crossed and all the I's are dotted, that Stan Kroenke is officially moving the team.
It's a done deal.
So Joe said, the heck with it. I'm just going to blast the guy and let the chips fall where they may.
I've got nothing to lose at this point.
I've got nothing to lose, right. And all of this is varying degrees of truth. I think, an owner who's supporting a Rams team while trying to sell tickets, trying to sell tickets in St. Louis, while trying to move the team to Los Angeles is somewhat disingenuous.
Well, but you know what? I don't think you can totally blame Kroenke. I think St. Louis dropped the ball. It's typical. It is so typical. I've lived here for 14 years.
St. Louis dropped the ball. First of all, St. Louis should have built the Phoenix Cardinals a stadium 20-something years ago, right. 25, 30 years ago. That was the one mistake. The second mistake, if you will, is not taking Stan Kroenke seriously when they were going through the negotiations and Governor Nixon sat on his hands and didn't do anything. I don't know how much you can blame Stan Kroenke now. Everyone knew Stan Kroenke wanted a new stadium, and only after he announced he was building a stadium in Los Angeles did they get really serious.
Did they wake up? Right.
About naming a governor's task force to all of this, and they've done amazing work in the short time, but maybe
it's too late.
Maybe it was too little, too late.
I agree.
So I truly think that Joe heard something, found something, somebody tipped him off, and finally he's like, this is where it is. Because you don't go after Stan Kroenke. Again, if I say something about Stan Kroenke, it's one thing. Joe Buck, who is a lead guy for NFL, has done 17 different Super Bowls. You're not going to go after an NFL owner just for no reason.
His comments hold some weight, no doubt. But you know what? The whole attitude, even you. Well, I don't want to spend all that money. First of all, downtown.
First of all, I don't sound like that. Okay, that's one.
But that's the whole mentality of St. Louis. It's just so small, and
No.
Yes,
Hold on a second. Hold on a second here. It isn't like there's not a stadium there now.
It stinks.
Okay, hold on a second here. We haven't finished paying for it yet. we collectively, the taxpayers, haven't finished paying it off yet.
Do you really notice that money missing from your pocket? I don't think so.
Well.
I think the experience is more important. What are people going to do from every Sunday now from September to January?
Hold on a second.
Nothing.
Hold on a second. People will do all sorts of things on a Sunday. There are 10. You're going to tell me there are 10 Sundays. But the bigger issue is that we currently have a stadium downtown. If you want to redevelop downtown, if you want to get into the economic development issue, the worst thing you can do
is build a stadium.
To redevelop an area is a stadium which is going to be used 10 times a year. That's not me talking. That's not me being upset with Governor Nixon. That's every single economist who has ever looked at any of this stuff.
I disagree. I just think people will be excited to there's something downtown besides a restaurant or a band.
Hold on a second.
Look at Ballpark Village. It's crowded. It's packed on nights when there's nothing going on, when the Cardinals are out of town.
Okay, who was in favor of Ballpark Village?
But I'm saying there's proof that
Okay, but hold on a second. We have a stadium there now.
For the Rams.
Yes.
And it stinks.
It does. It is certainly not the Taj Mahal.
It's far from it.
Okay, it is, but it is certainly not Joe Murphy Stadium in San Diego.
Right.
It is a fully functioning,
it's depressing going there.
Okay, but maybe because they haven't won in 15 years. Maybe that's the issue.
No.
Look, the bottom line is this. That stadium was supposed to redevelop downtown. That stadium was supposed to save downtown.
Right, but it was a bad design.
Well, okay, so a bad design then automatically a good design saves downtown?
That bad design killed the experience. I don't,
It's 10 days.
Well, but
it's 10 days.
Maybe
10 days. No, it's not maybe. It is 10 days.
Can't you bring other things there too,
Well, like a tractor pull,
maybe,
which they do. A tractor pull fares very well there.
I think it's a building off point, and who doesn't love a waterfront? I don't know.
Well, but again, this isn't the issue. Isn't whether or not they should or they shouldn't. The point is that Joe Buck found out something yesterday. Can't tell us what it was, but can certainly go and say
we already knew what it was. I knew what it was.
Well,
let's be honest. I mean, we didn't know, but we knew.
Right, but clearly he got some inside information. 627 here, Big 550 KTRS. Coming up, there is an absolutely adorable video from a Parkway kindergarten. The parents attached a GoPro to their kindergartner for the first day of school. It's adorable. We'll tell you all about it. 628 here, Big 550.